OMG, darlings. OMG. Again, I am forgetting to turn my damn mic on. Oh, my lord. You know what I need? I need a little, like, I don't know, like something that flashes on my screen that says, Auntie Cersei, your mic is off again. And you're like talking to yourself. I know, right? So, anyhow, let me restart. I had a very long day. I did do a lot of errands today. And also, currently, I am doing laundry because I am still continuing on my multitasking thing day. And ooh, let me get a sip of my tea. Hello. Fabulous. So, how are you, fabulous people? Thank you again, my new subscribers, my current subscribers, and my future subscribers. Thank you for being your Auntie Cersei Royale's YouTube friend. My goal is 200 subs for now, 200 subscribers to my little bitty YouTube channel for now, and to, hopefully grow. Um, I'm not like trying to grow exponentially, like in a very short period of time. I like the growth of this channel thus far. I started with 3 subscribers a year ago, and now I have 143. So that's a fabulous thing. Um, I'm sure you guys have like, a lot of options, like tons and tons and tons of options of YouTubers that you want to subscribe to. People who have like really dedicated their time to improving their YouTube channel, having graphics and things of that nature uh, to like really catch your attention. Obviously, that's not this channel. Hopefully, we grow into that one of these days. But I am very happy that you guys still subscribe. So, super, super, super grateful for that. And remember, try to leave grace for others. I know it's hard for me too, but let's all remember to leave grace for others. And also, always stay your fabulous self because there is nothing else you can do but be your fabulous self. Duh. And to always journey in gratitude, even though sometimes that journey can be like, ooh, storm clouds up ahead, or ooh, nice and sunny, put on my sunglasses because it's a beach day kind of journey. Yes, and in between. Remember to always journey in gratitude. And so we are gonna get into this. Portia Williams versus Simon Guobadia. I mean Portia Williams, Guobadia, because she's still not divorced from Simon. She's the multi-hyphenated Bravo celebrity who used to be Dennis. Dennis, what's his name, right? The hot dog king's boo, to the now estranged wife of Simon Guobadia, who the feds are calling a fraudster of many, many names. Yeah. And this seems to be the case of the thirsty versus the parched. Who's thirsty here? Perhaps in this equation it's Portia? I mean, let's roll back our memory banks and remember a time when Portia Williams was friends with one Fallon Pina, who was at the time married to Simon Guobadia. Yep, that same Simon that Portia somehow got tangled with and married, all within a span of what was it, months or was it weeks? Like the ink wasn't even dry on Simon's divorce from Fallon, and well, per the reports, they weren't even officially divorced yet. But Portia had already snaked her way into Simon's parched arms, and well, the rest is history. Okay, at least they had not one, but 2 weddings, right? And I have to say, both of those weddings were ostentatious in their own rights. Now that we think about it, who actually foot the bill for those? Since it's been reported that Simon's businesses aren't actually legitimate? Question mark. Hmm. Well, I'm sure if proven true. The caterers, the florists, the wonderful team behind the wedding will be coming out of the woodworks chanting, and I quote, I want to get paid, unquote, right about now. So moving on along this gravy train, golden calf turned charcoal drawing, whatever you want to call it. Simon and Portia are in the middle of a contentious divorce. Why? You didn't think it was going to last, did you? I mean, no. Mm. It's not always peaching, Georgia. You know what I mean? These two are giving Jeannie Mai and Jeezy a run for their messy, doozy, imploded marriage. So let's dive right in, shall we? Simon recently has answered a divorce filing filed by Miss Portia or Mrs. Guobadia, because they're still not divorced. As per the filings, Simon has filed an amendment and a counterclaim to the original filing stating, and I quote, respondent amends count 4 of his answer, defenses, and counterclaim to assert a claim for attorney's fees pursuant to OCGA 91514 and in addition to basically whatever that rule is, and also includes any other statute that becomes applicable. Okay then. Okay then. He's also asking the judge to set aside the prenup agreement based on Portia entering the marriage under false pretenses. Oh, okay. Hello, Mr. Simon Guobadia. Are you saying Miss Portia entered into the marriage fraudulently? Wow, wow, wow. He also alleges breach of contract, libel, in that Portia has accused him of fleeing the country and defaming him in the media. Hello? Serious now. Additionally, because Simon wants, oosh, he doesn't want just a pound of flesh, it sounds like. According to Simon, the prenup agreement is not enforceable according to the law because it does not meet the criteria for enforcing a prenuptial agreement again. This is according to Simon's amendment and counterclaim. My lord, he is not going to leave this marriage without a fight for those coins. He adds that to determine whether a prenup is enforceable, the trial judge must determine 3 things. Number 1, whether the prenup was obtained through fraud, duress, mistake, or misrepresentation or non-disclosure of material facts. Number 2, whether the agreement is unconscionable. And number 3, whether the facts and circumstances have changed since the prenup was executed so as to make its enforcement fair and reasonable. But he's not done. He also counters that the wife has the burden of showing proof as to why the prenup is enforceable. Something to that effect. Holy peaches. Oh my, oh my. Like, oh, ahem, hey. Is Portia getting ready to be swept back into Portia's palace with Miss Diane? Ooh, Portia. Leave that marital home that Simon allegedly purchased with, the fraudulent monies he'd been flaunting, allegedly. Simon purchased the house before they got married, before Portia and he got married. So, Miss Portia, go on home, child, and take your baby with you. If the fraud case against him, against Simon, pushes through and they deport his ass, you don't want to be there when the feds come to take him away now, do you? I mean, I know I would be so far away from there as much as possible. And girl, please, was that coin that you thought was blindingly shiny really that shiny that you didn't care to do your own investigation on Simon and his, like, businesses and how he makes the money that he makes before you married him. Hello. But before we dive in a little bit further into that, can we insert here that another OG is out here trying to pull stunts to keep that Bravo check coming in? Like, hello, Sheree, why are you trying to secure a storyline just to secure a peach? Um, is Martel Holt the only one willing to play this game with you? And why in the world do you want to reassociate yourself with him in the first place? Good lord. Is Atlanta running out of water because these thirsty, no good, but for dramatic antics, Bravo celebrities, using that term lightly here, is allegedly going back on our screens? Hello. The better question is, will She by Sheree ever see the light of day? Or those fashions have they turned to dust ultimately? I mean, anyway, I digress. So let's get back on the Portia and Simon case of the ex debacle, shall we? Anywho, Simon, Simon is running this game. He really is. He has peeped the potential, kashing, kashing, and he's demanding Portia release any unreleased reality TV footage and her income. Like he wants to know her income from the housewives check. Ooh. Is he asking for um a review of her finances during the filming of season 16? Because I believe it's been reported that Portia is returning back to Real Housewives of Atlanta for season 16, right? Or she's already actually filmed quite a few episodes. Wow. Does that mean the prenup amount Simon would have had to pay Portia in the event of their divorce was incorrectly shared and validated as fact? Like, for example, if Portia had said, if Portia had said, "Oh, I make 1 million a year," and like she wanted to ensure that that was the same amount she would be paid, in the financial terms of the prenup by Simon in the event of their marriage imploding, uh, did Simon peep that, like, something is not adding up here? Like, I want to see those books. Did he smell something fishy, or did the opportunity simply present itself to him that he's now turning the tables on Portia? I mean, Portia girl, there's so much to lose here for you. Like, for example, if she were found to have knowledge of Simon's scamming ways, definitely she's going to need to be seeking a tried and true lawyer to defend her, and this too. Like, girl, did you not see the writings on the wall? Like, stop doing TikToks and start getting your belongings moved to your actual house, the one you actually own. Because, girl, if the house you're currently in, which is Simon's house, is sold, do you think you'd be given advance notice? Like, your name's not on the deed, you've never paid a dime into the mortgage. Um, yeah, it was bought before you got married. He Simon's already playing dirty. Do you really think that he's gonna give you ample notice to be like, "Hey, Bo, I just sold the house. You got 30 days to move out"? Like, I don't think he's gonna do that. Hell to done now. Simon's already waist deep in the mudslinging hunks and chunks at you and outsmarting you, and you're still playing in the sandbox. Girl, wake up. Simon's got all kinds of tricks up and his sleeves, and if the streets are to be believed, Simon is laying down the bricks to his next steps, and that is to gain citizenship in Dubai. Yep. And if I know Dubai, you can't live there if your papers aren't straight. You gotta have an actual job and actual legitimate papers supporting this, or your ass is sent back to wherever you came from. Yeah. I mean, he might have sunk in more money than needed into the house that Portia's currently living in and doing her TikToks in, so that when he needs to get that money out, he could sell the house, pay the bank off whatever, remains in the mortgage, and then get his money clean and clear. Like Portia. Even Fallon got out more in her divorce from Simon than you are looking to collect. Um, have y'all seen the cars that Fallon got in a divorce and then some? I mean, hello. That's more than one person can drive in a week. Unfortunately for Portia, though, you literally had this coming. You were so focused on the false bling that was Simon's alleged millions in the bank. Oh well, you know what they say, not everything that sparkles is gold or something to that effect. And the ones who are easily fooled by bright, shiny things are the same ones bawling their eyes out in the end. Portia, darling, I hope you had a trust fund set up for your child because you wouldn't want Simon to be able to reach into your bag and find shiny coins to take for himself and away from your only child. Hashtag girl, get a shark lawyer. Hashtag girl, you need therapy. And hashtag girl, your immaturity is your downfall. And we end it there. Hopefully, Portia gets a really, really great lawyer. Hopefully, she comes out of this divorce relatively unscathed and, really, really does mature from here on out. Because it's like, girl, make your own money and like don't be fooled by the shiny, nice things. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Anywho, darlings, that's all we have for now. I shall see you in the next go round. Be careful. It's a Saturday night. If you're going out, have a designated driver or have somebody that you trust will be looking out for you. If hopefully, you really have a designated driver who's not going to drink. And if you happen to be getting like an Uber or a Lyft, please be very careful and mindful of, you know, the vehicle you're getting into, the driver, and things like that. And hopefully, again, you did not imbibe so much that you're practically like stumbling over getting into a vehicle because I've heard of a lot of stories of people being super drunk and um, getting harmed um, by their Uber or Lyft drivers. So please be careful out there, darlings. And again, fabulous people, this is where we end this particular um, slight deep dive into the Portia and Simon Guobadia mess, divorce mess, and hopefully, honestly, the judge just needs to like order a gag order on these two. Like, stop dragging this out in public. Just saying, just saying. But if you must, I guess you can all give us content for our YouTube videos. All right, darlings, toodaloo for now. Ciao.